Yo, what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So in this video, what we're gonna talk about is trading this week during OPEX. I'm gonna really break this down for you guys so that you guys could really understand how to, I don't wanna say survive the week, but how you guys can make it out, you know what I'm saying, on the other side this week, all right? Now, I talk about OPEX all the time. I tell everybody I'm not taking any trades on Fridays, which is on OPEX, right? But we have to start from the beginning and we got to really understand this whole game of OPEX so y'all can see why I'm even talking about it and why it's a thing, right? A lot of traders don't care. When I first started trading, I ain't care about none of this. OPEX, only thing I heard about was FOMC, and I just knew that big moves happen on FOMC. But the deeper, I keep saying this stuff, the deeper you get into trading, the less trades you learn that you want to take because of the design and the nature of this thing, of this game we are playing. And so this whole week, I want you guys to really think about this. Everybody's like, okay, I want to trade every day. Now, let's say you trade every day this week and then you lose $1,500. And then next week you take two trades and you make $1,000. If you just didn't trade this week, you would have been up $1,000 by next week. Like, you get what I'm saying? I really want you guys to understand it's not about trading every day. You need to understand the landmines that the market has. You need to let other people get blown up before you go in. I know it sounds harsh, but people gonna get blown up. So why do you have to be the collateral damage? Really ask yourself this. Why do I gotta be the collateral damage for somebody else to just come on in and make money, but I'm over here blowing up my account? I'm over here losing money. You don't have to lose money. You have to be patient so you don't lose money. And you gotta be disciplined, okay? So today we had, obviously, the market, there was a lot of low volume in the morning. I saw what was going on. I just took it easy, right? So let's break this whole thing down so you guys could have a mature way of looking at the market. Don't be no degenerate this week, y'all. Don't be so pressed to gotta swing this, gotta swing this, gotta swing this. Like, man, just stop. All right? So nothing that I said in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, go talk to a licensed financial advisor. So here's what I'm gonna break down. Okay, so we got OPEX. Some of y'all don't even know what OPEX is. You don't understand why it's a thing. Okay, you don't understand how price action is affected, all of this stuff. So we got trading OPEX week, right? So what is OPEX? It is when it's on the third Friday of every month. Okay. Now, this is when all monthly option contracts expire. Okay? Now, this includes calls and puts. All right? Now, this is very important to understand. This includes calls and puts, right? It includes calls and puts. So because this includes calls and puts, this is why the volatility exists, right? Follow what I'm saying. And nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you guys want financial advice, go talk to your or a licensed financial advisor. Now, Here's what I mean when I say it's important to know that this includes calls and puts. Let's go here. We got open interest, right? Look at the open interest. This is SMCI. On the call side, we got 20,000, 23,000, 9,000, 6,000, 7,300, 13,000, right? On the put side, we got 3,000, 2,000, 5,000, 2,000, 1,600. So this week's expiration, these contracts are going to expire. But these are monthly contracts that a lot of big hedge funds get these expiration dates, right? If you were to look at next month and the contracts and you look at the open interest, look at September 4th, right? The open interest is like 12. Well, we got 112,000 right here. We got 200. We got very low open interest, right, on the 4th. But on September 18th, look at the open interest, right? A lot higher open interest on SMCI for next September 18th, and that's OPEX for September. So this is for any stock. It does not matter the stock. If we go to AVGO, go look at September 4th. Okay, look at the open interest. At the money calls, 900, 800, right? None right here. Okay, now let's go look at September 18th. At the money calls, 8,300, 4,600, right? 5,600. So I need you to understand that these big institutions, they're buying the third Friday's expiration date of these contracts, which is why the open interest is always so high on the third Friday's contract expirations. So when I say this includes calls and puts, I'm saying that you have a high open interest on calls and puts. So if you have hedge funds buying calls and puts, some hedge funds are buying calls, some institutions are buying puts, some are hedging both, right? Calls and puts. You got to think, what is that going to do to the price action? What's that going to do to the price action? What that's going to do to the price action is it's going to make the stocks volatile, because when it goes up, the institutions are going to be taking profits, and there's going to be certain block orders that are going to get hit. And then they're going to go right back to the downside, and then vice versa, coming down and going up. Right? So we have OPEX right here. Third Friday of every month, all monthly options contracts expire. This includes calls and puts that institutions are buying into. So they've been getting these positions for months. So they're getting ready to either roll the contracts, sell out of the contracts, or execute their options on those contracts. So you may see a setup that looks like it's going to the upside, right? You may see a setup that looks like it's going to the upside. And it may be Tuesday. And you're like, I'm going to get, it may be Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. You'd be like, I'm going to get this call. The next day, it could go the complete opposite way. And you're like, dang. And it could be there on Wednesday and Thursday. And then you get out, you take your loss. And then on Friday and or Monday, it shoots up and it goes into your direction. The reason why that happened is because if there was a certain amount of orders that was placed to the downside, the stock had to go get that liquidity. And then you had your drawdown was when the stock was going down to get liquidity. So you entered in the middle of a range, and your drawdown was too much for you to be able to withstand. And then you got taken out and shaken out. And then it goes in a direction on OPEX, which is Friday, to the strike price or whatever that these hedge funds got, or it's going to go in that direction to that target the next Monday or Tuesday. So the moves that look obvious this week, it's not going to just be easy. And why am I telling you guys that? Why am I saying that? Because I've done this. I have seen A+ setups look squeaky clean. Took an entry on a swing trade. It goes the complete opposite way on a Thursday. And then on Monday or Tuesday, it goes in my direction. And I'm like, bruh. But the more you study, the less you worry. When I understood what was really, really happening, I'm like, I'm not going to swing trade one direction on the week of OPEX because I understand the nature of OPEX and what happens and how this game goes. So that's why the volume was low today. There are institutions that are positioning their sizes today. Right? Tomorrow, we may get a little bit more manipulation in a direction. We had a lot of consolidation today. We had a lot of low volume today. Institutions, when we have low volume and we have consolidation, hedge funds are entering positions that you guys can't see, that the retail trader can't see. And then what happens? The market goes into a direction and they cash out. And you over here trying to chase that move, or you're in the opposite direction and now you down bad rather than just trading what you can see. So this week, I would really focus on day trading what you can see. And if you can't see anything, you don't take a trade. This is how you have longevity in the market. This is how you have longevity. So I hope that this video helped you guys out. I hope that it made sense. This is how you can make it to the finish line this week. And then next week, we ain't going to have OPEX. We're going to have something else. But we won't have OPEX. And then we can take some swings and we can get this money. We're going to get the money, but you got to be strategic with how you get this money, because the stock market is designed to take your money. All right? So like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? Y'all have a great day. I'm going to holler at you guys on tomorrow's video. Y'all stay smooth. Peace.